Hi! Another Saturday. Magandang umaga sa inyo. Nandito ako sa Canada ngayon. That's why it's morning here. But dun sa mga nanonood from anywhere you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm not sure where you are. But again, we always do this every Saturday at 9:30 MST. We're bringing every topic and every experiences we shared and every tips on being successful, on not settling, show your potential as a busy mom, as a busy parents, or a young entrepreneur or wanting to start a business. We always share how is this journey for us, and we are showing the authenticity. We show you our failures, we show you our fear, we show you our success, we show you everything, all the experiences that we are, and this is also how we are doing, so you get to know better with us, like who are you going to work with. So my name is Melissa. I'm a parent of two, originally from the Philippines, now living in Canada. And aside from running this online business, we also have a traditional business. We are running a restaurant, and I have a partner here, her Balkisu. She will introduce herself for just a few seconds. I just wanted to brought this out before I go in with our current topic, because I
Yeah.
was listening to this, not podcast, but like an interview, and I never realized that it's a simple definition. Somebody asked, what's the difference between prayer and
Mhm.
meditation? You might
Good
know
one.
the meaning, but me, it's just a realization of what it means to me.
Hmm.
She said, prayer is when you are talking to God,
Hmm.
and meditation is when
So
you
you're
are listening to God.
oh, makes sense.
Right?
Oh,
Because you have to like shut your world, be quiet when you're meditating, right?
yeah, makes sense. I never thought about it that way. Yeah, because you can because we talk prayer actually, I think prayer is both, in my opinion, because you pray, when you pray, it's a conversation that you're having. Sometimes we pray and
True.
then we get up and then we go, right? Wherein if you
Mm-hmm.
pray and then you're just sitting back there and just listening, there's something that drops into your spirit, man, right? So
Yes.
probably
Yes.
prayer can be a combination of both talking to God and then
Mm.
receiving a meditation
Yes.
as well. Somebody, yeah, I kind of get what you mean. Yeah, that's interesting. I've
Yeah.
never thought about.
It
I've never
is.
tried to compare both in that way. But
Yes,
very
exactly. It is
interesting.
interesting. That's why I said I'm going to share it to you. I know you definitely have like some meaning. I thought meditation, when you say meditation, is just for your relaxation spiritually and mentally, and then, yeah, right, because you shut down your world. But I never put an idea that yes, praying is when you're talking to God, and of course, like you said, you could do both, listening and praying and conversations with God, and then meditating is when you're trying to listen what He's telling you,
Yeah, it's just
right?
simply listening. Yeah, because
Simply
sometimes
listening.
you know what. Sometimes I talk to God when you're talking about that. Sometimes I talk to Him and I'm like, you know what, God. Hey, I talk to Him. No, it's true. People think that you have to be that kind of so reverent in that way, so fearful. No, He's my dad.
Oh
He's my
yeah.
father. So when I talk to him, I talk to him like I'm talking to he's my friend. Like I'm not gonna be so afraid to talk to my friend. So I talk to him. I'm like, you know what, God, hey, you gotta change situation here for me. Because whatever I do, it is not for myself, it is to your glory. So you better have to change. It's your exactly. It is your word that say that. You say that your word never returns void unto you. I'm bringing you back to your word. He said, "Bring me into remembrance of my word." I'm bringing it back to you. That is what your word says. You say, "If I ask, I shall receive." You say, "If I ask
Mhm.
and I believe that I've received, I've already have." And I'm trusting you because you're God of your word, your yeah and your amen.
Yes.
You are beginning, you are
Mm.
end. You have the whole world in your hand. So I am asking, I have laid my petition unto you. It's up to you now. But
Yeah.
I leave the warrior to say, my burden, I leave unto him. And like, you know what? Don't let me just start preaching this morning. Come on now.
Let's go to our topic then. Why worry? That is what we were discussing today, right? We we worry sometimes. Actually, when every time, right? You worry. I was listening to this podcast, and then he said, when you worry for someone, you're
Mm-hmm.
actually sending them negative energy. So
Mm.
instead of worrying, you turn that into prayer. And then just pray for the best for them. So you know, every time we worry, I worried when we take over the restaurant. I worry when I started the digital business. I'm already on the like giving me the information, and I'm already worrying. I told my mentor, I said, how am I going to do that? I don't think I will fail. I think I will fail. I don't have too much friends. I don't have, who am I going to market this business? Because I worry a lot. I worry with my family. I worry with my business. I worry with our health. You know what? When you wake up in the morning and then you already like thinking of on the things that you worry, you would feel the energy. You would feel that you, I will. I'm learning. I'm I'm not worrying that. Like you said, right? You talk to God like as a friend. And then me, I also sometimes do that. Like let's say something happened and it's not aligned on what I wanted to happen. And then I would say, Lord, why? Why you're letting this happen? And I'm thinking, I'm just saying, okay, I know you have a reason, but I don't like this. I know you have your way. I know you're trying to align everything. I'm going to accept that. You know, I am just like, I don't know, it's maturity or learning. I don't know. I'm already on that stage that I don't worry anymore.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
like,
learning
I'll do my,
process.
yes,
But
yes.
you know, I just want to, before I go ahead, I just want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to my salon family that they listen to me right now. This is your sister Balki, so I don't come back again this Saturday for can talk to you now. You know, I can't listen and you know, I can't get information where go change in your life. If you get anybody where you know that say go able for understand this thing will benefit, share to them. But yeah, back to the topic here, worrying because I want to go into this. Some people say, okay, faith is who I am, right? It takes me from plan A to plan B. Because the Bible also tells us about if I can it say if you can provide for the fishes in the sea and the birds in the air. He said we don't need to worry about what tomorrow will bring, right? We don't have to. But sometimes we quote all of the scriptures and yet still when the rubber meets the road, the first thing is like, okay, oh boy, why? But I've come to
Like,
realize that in my life personally, putting all jokes aside, in my life personally, with experiences and things that I've gone through, what I've noticed is that the more I worry, the more things go bad.
oh, yes.
So what I've decided to do, and I take that, I live intentionally for sure. But when something isn't going the way I want it to, I just take that, maybe that comes with the meditation part. I just take in a deep breath and say, you know what, God, what do you want me to learn here at this time? It might be hard. I don't like it,
Mm.
but I'm asking, what do you, I don't like it. It's true. I'm going to be human. I'm being vulnerable here. I don't like it. I don't want it. This is not what I want. This is not what I asked for. But I've come to realize and I ask myself, what am I supposed to learn here? What is the purpose
Mm.
of this?
Yes.
And stop asking
Yes.
why me
Mm-hmm.
and saying why not me. So whatever situation that I am in, I just believe that I am being built for something bigger and something better. It might be rough, just like a diamond, just like gold. All of these things, for them to be refined to what they are, they have to go through the fire. For me, if I wanted to be a when I was doing my social work, in order for me to be able to do social work, I had to do all the courses that required me to have the certification as a social worker. In order for me to go register as a social worker, I have to go through certain steps in order for me to do so. Likewise, in order for me or you, whoever is listening, for you to be a better version of yourself and for you to go to a level bigger than yourself that God is planning for you, you need to go through certain experiences. And I
Yes.
always say that I do not regret the things that I go through, but I've come to a realization, I've come to a point in my life when I ask, what are you teaching me right now?
Yes.
Actually, even though as unpleasant as it is, because I've been
Mhm.
in a situation wherein I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I'm looking at my bank account. Okay, the money is coming and the money is going. It was like a seesaw. And I'm asking myself, God, you paid your tithe. You're doing this. Why am I not having enough? Because you've said that you will cause men to give unto my bosom, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And I'm looking at my bank account and I'm saying to myself, I have to cut down so much in order to be able to afford my next meal for my family. So I have been there. But those are the challenges that I went through that build resilience within myself to make me the person that I am today. Because if I had not gone through those and I have not been molded, gone through those fire, gone through all those struggles, I may empathize with others that may be going through the same thing, but I may not really relate to what they're going through.
Mhm. Yes.
So each and every
Yes.
time that I go, and I'm speaking to somebody out there, each and every time that you're going through some struggles and some challenges, maybe failures after failures after failures after failures, and you're really frustrated and say, why me? I've done everything that I need to do. I ask you to sit back and say, you know what am I supposed to learn at this time? It might not be easy, it might be tough, but take it as a learning process, either for yourself to be a better version of yourself or for you to be a testament unto others.
Yeah, yikes, that's true. It shapes you, right? Your journey shapes you. Even if you're not comfortable, like you said, I don't know what you're putting me on this situation, but it helps you. Okay, I'm still going to do it, but I don't know why am I doing it. But if this is the situation that asked me to do, okay, I will still do it. And then you will realize at the end of the day that, oh, this has to happen because this is going to happen. You
Exactly.
know those end result there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, so this is what you really have to go through, even if you don't want to, but
Mm-hmm.
it forced you to do it, or some situation that you cannot control, because the alignment of your energy would still be whatever is still best for you. It
Mm-hmm.
may be slow for you right now. Please do not make any comparison because their story is different from yours. You're a different person. We all have different talents. We all have different gifts. Yes, like I said, we may be slow in our journey, but you know, like what do you call that? It takes time. You know, those like beautiful things takes time. So
Absolutely.
do not rush things. Do not rush things. I've been working on this project before, and I kept on receiving on my email that notice that you did something wrong, you did something wrong. And okay, I'll try to adjust it on my own. I never read carefully the instruction. I just do it. You know, when you're buying a project, something that you throw away all the manual and then you just do it yourself, and then you will go find at the garbage the manual that you throw because you need instruction, you need guidance. So that is what happens to me when doing that project, because I try to do it my own. I never read instruction. But when you read the instruction that is sent to you together with the project, bam, you nailed it. So just listen. You listen, you don't be stubborn, and try your very best. And like okay, back to the usual topic that we have, worry when you're worrying to someone, you're sending negative energy to them. And then I realized that there's one time that Sophia went to a volleyball, and it's usually, it's more farther location compared to where she usually is. And it was just her with the other parents, and Ron and me was not able to go.
Mm.
I worry so much. I usually don't worry for her because I know she could handle herself. But I don't know, maybe because the location is more farther. That's why, as a mom, you will worry that your child is just by herself there with the other parents. Da, da, da. I know the other parents not going to like let her down, but as a mom, that you want to be there at the time where she was playing volleyball. I kept on worrying and worrying and worrying about her. I said, what if she gets hurt? Who is she going to like help? Seek help. And then yeah, that evening I received a phone call from the coach, and they said, she has a slight concussion, so she's
Oh,
not going to play. I said, "Oh my gosh, I sent the bad energy to that."
yeah.
Because I usually like I don't know, I'm always like so excited for her. I know she could do it. I don't, but that day I think I sent the bad energy. So yes, it's a lesson learned when you're worrying to anything, to your business, to your family, to your friends or any loved ones. Turn that worry into prayer and send the just the best thinking for them. Don't
Mm-hmm.
worry. Don't worry. Do your best and then God will do the rest. If you know that quotation, right? It's so simple. It's just like a grade, an elementary quote that do your best and then God
Yeah.
will do all the rest. And you will only realize this life simple quotes that you make fun of it before, or you think now you realize that it is true. You just do
Yeah,
your
it
best.
is. It is. Like we worry. I remember when you're talking about this, I remember like years ago, um, I don't really talk about this as much, but there were years ago
Mm.
when um I was so stressed out, so burnt out because of lack of enough money to sustain me and my family. And I was working full time, going to school full time so that we are able to pay our mortgage. And I got so sick. When I mean I got so sick wherein it was a point in time wherein they had told me that my heart was overworking so bad that I could have a heart failure. And it went to a point wherein I actually had some cancerous cells within myself. Yeah. I know I've never this is, it just came in out like I don't know why I'm saying it, but
Wow.
yes. And they had to go do a procedure to burn those off. And I the doctor was there and they were talking to me and she's like, "Oh, you have to have less stress and don't worry." And I'm sitting down, I'm thinking, how can I not worry? I have bills to pay. I have all of these things. Like I was worried. And the number one thing that causes so many illness and so many sickness, I'm not a doctor, disclaimer here, my people. But the number one thing from what I've read is stress causes most of the diseases that we are going through. And why are we stressful? Because one of the things that we're stressful about is we want to provide for ourselves, we want to provide for our loved ones, and the resources are not there. So, hence the reason for me, when I got to know about something that was changing the lives of so many people, even though as skeptical as I was going through what I had gone through, I didn't want to go through that again. I decided to leap in. Just like you, I decided to check into this digital business. And to the glory of God, here I am, 3 years in, and one of the best decisions that I made. And people look at me, what they saw before. Like my face was full of acne, like crazy, like abscess all over. Like my heart wasn't functioning the way it's supposed to. My eyes, like everything, because I was so sick because of worry. But I found something that changed my life. So when some people say me, say, "But here's you're always on social media," because I found something. I stepped out of my comfort zone. I believed in the God that He will make everything work for my good. I had to go through all those challenges to get where I am today. That is my story. You have your own story. Somebody listening to this has their own story. But when I found this and I know that it's changed my life, like I see what I see now, I don't give myself all the glory. I give God all the glory. Because if I had not gone through that, I would not have had this opportunity that I have today. That is changing my life. And that's why, for those that are watching, why Melissa and I are here. Because we know that there are people who are stressed, who have two, three jobs, and they're not able to sustain themselves. And even with the two, three jobs, still it's not enough. If that's you, and you're looking for something that could change your life, something that does not require you to go take another second job, check us out. Check us out. Nothing happens by chance in life. Everything is for a reason, for a purpose. We're almost to the end of the year. What if today is the opportunity that you've been waiting for that could change the rest of your life? What if all the failures that you've been going through This is the opportunity that you were being prepared for. What if? The challenge is yours. Go to our website. I encourage you. It's not a push or pull, it's an encouragement to you to just step out of your comfort zone. Step out in faith. Register. You can go to Melissa, it doesn't matter who you go to. You can go to my website, but enter your name, get that information and your email address, where you can learn what we do that is impacting the lives of so many people. And it can be the change that you've been waiting for. The ball is in your court. Step out in faith and do something different.
Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. You know, the, just to those who are watching right now, the every Saturday episode that you are seeing, that you are watching, these are not all scripted.
No.
Whatever Balkisu, she mentioned her story, I mentioned her story, and like this is sometimes the first time that I am hearing from her,
Yeah.
and this is the first time that she will hearing it from me. So like I said, we are just sharing who we are, and believe it or not, this online business, of course I started with the money. I wanted to have an extra income while doing the restaurant and without compromising family time. And I never realized that this is business is actually what I need.
Mm-hmm.
Like I met people like Balkisu, I met different people who are like achieving, trying. You would know more. You would know more if you're in the business. I cannot say I can be biased, but because I am on this community, but you have to check it out. We have free information in there. Balkisu already given you all the details. But yes, you could tune in again next Saturday if you're still trying to learn like what kind of people we are, what is this business doing for us, and what this business can do with other families. We are giving free information. So yes, check it out. Don't
Check it
worry,
out.
it's free.
And don't worry. And I like this quote here. It's not my quote. I don't claim to be the one with this, but it says here, worrying is like a rocking chair. When I found it, I just laughed. It's like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it gets you nowhere.
Oh, shit. That is so right. I like it. Yeah, it won't bring
It
you
gets you
nowhere.
nowhere.
You're moving, but you're not, you're just moving like that, and then you're not going anywhere.
You're not getting
Don't
anywhere. And
worry. Yeah, don't
and you
stay
just
on that rocking chair.
you just feel comfortable. And comfort, that nothing goes in the comfort zone. Without seriousness, people step out of your comfort zone. Make something different for you. End 2025 differently from what 2024 was. And bring into 2026 a better version of yourself. You've gone through whatever you've gone through. It's now, you've been helping so many people, you've been supporting so many people. It's now time for you to invest in yourself. And this starts with you getting the information that is necessary so that you can change that of your life and your family. Step out in faith. Until next week, when we'll come back again on Saturday. God bless you and bye for now.
Bye, everyone. God bless.